I'm always hopeful that one day I will get to wear a nice dress or some heels to an awards ceremony at a lovely party for my job. But here I find myself yet again in a very unique one-eye open outfit. 2 wetsuits, a very sexy headpiece, and my boob compressor.
I'm not here to look sexy. I'm here to do a job. Of course, I look sexy doing my job.
How do you look sexy in an old bike helmet?
This is not a bike helmet. This is a Meteor. This is a climbing helmet. This is an old one, which dates me in a positive way. It means this is not my first rodeo.
No, we can tell this is not your first rodeo.
It's like an oven inside this thing already. I'm cooking so hot.
And since you skinny white person, you'll get 2 full ones.
Awesome.
What are you getting ready to do here?
I'm getting ready to do something obviously way too cold for me.
Which is
a canyon. Ugh. We're doing, is it just called the Afri Canyon? Or is that just the name of the company? We're doing Afri Canyon. Which is a lot of rappelling and rope work inside a very cold canyon.
What are you doing in there?
Surviving.
Are you ready?
No.
I'll be filming when I'm in there, hopefully.
Committed now.
On the rappel, there we go. Just another day at the office. Didn't see that coming.
All right, follow me. Here we go. Can't see the bottom, so you never know when you're just gonna disappear. You're kind of always ready to fall straight down. That was cold, but I feel really good now.
This is pretty amazing. This is pretty amazing. So far pretty good.
Viv.
Maybe 2 men.
The back camera is still. Ready? Ooh, the last time I did this was in Fiji.
We rappelled down into this and we had to rappel and swim and jump off into pools and swim.
And boy, it was cold.
Super cold. 2 wetsuits cold. We were chasing teams. Rocks were slippery, mossy. It was a very, very wet and damp area. It was prime for camera disaster. There wasn't one moment that I wasn't jumping off something or scrambling over rocks or swimming that I wasn't thinking, man, I hope water's not getting into any housings or any dry bags or anything. I mean, or break a leg. I mean, the chances I was gonna break my leg running across those rocks was about 80%.
If Eric goes down, there's no way I can carry him out of that canyon.
It was hard enough to get yourself out of that canyon. I mean, swim in that cold water and...
You got, I mean, especially for us in the races as well, you've got your two wetsuits on, a PFD and then a backpack on. So you're kind of floating around and you can't swim properly, so you're doing sideways.
I think with all my stuff on, I probably was 250, 260 pounds that you would have had to drag out of that canyon.
Well, I would have left you on the side and then gone to get someone.
Perfect.
The thing we're following is going pretty fast, so we got about 3 to 5 hours in here, so let's just keep making our way because we got to get out of here. and just let the teams flow over us. If we're starting to get concerned when we don't have a team, we just wait. Is it cool?
Yeah.
As soon as the team gets here, she's gonna hold them just for a second so I can get down there because I want to get that shot of them coming this way. Okay, you can go ahead if you want.
So this has been probably one of our more extreme locations for a shoot today. It's deep in this canyon here in South Africa.
We're kaloofing today.
It's the local word.
South African for canyoning is kaloofing, so we're in a kaloof. We've literally swam the whole thing. Maybe a couple K of swimming, do you think? Or a
Yeah,
K,
maybe
K and a
a
half?
K and a half.
K and a half, it's been a bit of swimming.
Swimming, dropping, swimming, dropping.
It is cold. Cold, cold. We both have 2 wetsuits on, and probably from the camera you can see I'm shivering.
So if he's cold,
It's a bit cold.
I gotta keep moving.
How's it been?
It's slippery. The rocks are very slippery. We had a little bit of an incident with Carol at the back there, but we're all good. I think it's very cold, but it's good fun.
Okay.
How's that?
Got the shot. It was, it's cold, but this is worth it. We're getting some amazing stuff down here. What we've been trying to do down here is really get the feeling of the grandeur of this and the teams and coming through the water. I mean, they're doing this for hours and hours, so we're trying to get complimentary shots, and we're trying to tell this story through here. They're not talking at all. Here comes another team. Swim number 3. Swim number 3. Maybe that's enough footage in the water.
I think we've got what we need in here, and I can see that there's a shaky shot, so I think we should drive.
We better hit the extreme button before we go in.
It's run out! It's run out! There's no more extreme!
Because I'm filming in one hand and swimming with the other.
Well, I'm not complaining about your job, Eric.
Nah, this is the best job ever. This is
It is pretty amazing here right now.
let's not kid ourselves. This is freaking a great job. If you don't mind freezing to death, falling on rocks, getting cut, dehydrating, getting parasites. Am I missing anything? The shits.
We're descending into the last section of our canyon trek here in Africa. It's very slippery, very cold, and well, we're just trying to exit here as quickly as we can because both Eric and I are losing heat. But we got some excellent footage. We got footage off the GoPro, off the iPhone 6, and the 5D Canon. That Canon's been dragged into some places, I tell you what. The air's not too bad here now that you come to the kind of mouth of the canyon.
It's another team coming in.
Another team. But boy, that water is cold.
I don't get cold, and I couldn't warm up. It was cold. I was surprised you weren't dead.
I wasn't happy.
We had a great time in there.
Yeah,
Again,
that was cool.
another spectacular area.
But you can do it, and this is the cool thing about this race. You can. It's called Afri Canyon. That's the name of the business that run the organization and the ropes through there. And
every part of what you see in this footage, you can come experience in South Africa, from the tea and wine and the restaurants to the canyon and the coastlines. The restricted coastlines are restricted, but there are other coastlines that are accessible that are so beautiful.